Yo, what is up, everybody? Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast coming at you with a live stream episode. Missed one last week, took a break, 4th of July week. Your boy had to celebrate. Actually, shout out to my wife today. It's our anniversary. We just got back and did our thing, and she's actually letting me go ahead and jump on the live stream. So, shout out to my baby. I love her. 13 years of marriage, of wonderful marriage. So, shout out to my wife, Jenny. Um, First and foremost, a lot of things going on. Free agency has kind of slowed down a little bit, but the latest shoe to drop, it's still Damian Lillard. My man Dame, big game Dame time is really wants to kind of he wants to go one spot in one place only, and that's Miami. He made it very clear. July 1st, he said he wants to get traded. That's it. He's done. Um, even though there was a lot of talks of him being loyal throughout all those trade rumors before July 1st, where the hammer was thrown down and the Sam was the line was drawn in the sand by Dame Lillard, and he said, "Look, man, I only want to go to Miami." Not today. Today, we have the Spurs, man, firing back. The GM of the Spurs said, "Hey, listen, this may take a while. This may take a while. It's not going to happen as fast as they think is going to happen." In regards to Dame Lillard being traded, he said it could take up 2 months. He said today it broke out about maybe 2 hours ago. But they were saying that look, we're gonna the Blazers are gonna wait to get what's best for the team. It could possibly be to land 3 to 4 draft picks in a 3-team trade with the Heat. So right now they're saying you want to go to the Heat, but we want to get back what we need in order to maximize the trade. So several round pick is to be rumored, according to Shams Sharnaria from the Athletic. And look, it's not going to be one of those things that they're just going to settle because Dame Lillard is unhappy. So the gloves are off between Damian Lillard and the Blazers front office. I don't blame him. I know big game Dame, and honestly, it's him going to the Heat is not to me. It's not the solution the Heat are going to have, and it's a guaranteed championship. However, you gotta go swing for a player of the caliber of Damian Lillard. According to General Manager Joe Cronin, he said today, Monday, trade could take months to complete in order to satisfy the objective of leaving a franchise in the possible best position. Honestly, that's exactly, I would do the same thing in a GM's. I mean, I know Dame is a great player, man, and is everybody's after him because we know the scenario he's in. But yeah, maximize yourself. Most you got to maximize your return on investment, and you're just not gonna let Dame walk, especially even though he's 32. But you're not gonna let him walk for peanuts because he wants to leave. I think they got to play hardball. So another thing, and I quote, general manager said that he said he's not going to be reactive. He's not going to jump into conclusions or just to solve a problem because Dame is unhappy, which I think those are really strong words and kind of tells you exactly where they want to come, where they want to get to. He said, so I think that my approach has been with this and will be with this, that we're going to be patient and we're going to do what's best for our team. We're going to see how this lands, and if it takes months, it takes months. Again, today, they drew the line in the sand. They were like, my man, we are not going anywhere. We're not going to give you up for the sake of giving you up. That's what the GM, that's what Cronin is telling Lillard. Again, let me repeat this quote. This means a lot. Reading between the lines. We are going to be patient. We are going to do what's best for our team. We're going to see how this lands. And if it takes months, it takes months. That's huge. Kevin Durant forced a hand on the Nets. Kevin Durant forced his hands before. So players like that force their hand to get traded. And right now, as we speak, the Blazers are not effing around. They're not. They're going to play hardball. They're not just going to cave in. They're going to do what's best for the organization. And look, right now, there's going to be a nice bounty. I think 3 first-round picks for Damian Lillard and obviously a good player. So if we are dealing here, we're looking at Tyler Hero, most likely from the Heat. It's not going to be Bam. It's not going to be Jimmy. Tyler Hero, plus in a 3-team trade that wants to get into this for the additional picks that the Heat will not be able to give up. Because the Heat don't have all the assets they want. They're not going to give up 3 first-round picks. Pretty wild. Now, he also did say that and I quote, he said, "I haven't lost hope just because I understand this league is complicated and things change very quickly. Sometimes we gain more information. Sometimes we aren't what we thought we were. And just something that in this league, we constantly have to stay nimble and adjust to changing circumstances." And I view it like that. He says, "I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what will end up happening here. Just know that I won't be surprised if something different happens than what we're originally expecting." In other words, listen, bro, if we're not going to get what we need to get, what we want to get for Dame Lillard, that's what they're telling Damian Lillard right now. Dude, we're playing hardball, bro. Gloves are off. My guy, you're not going anywhere because we just signed you to an extension and we have your rights. Honestly, I don't blame the Blazers from a business standpoint because that's what it is. It's a business. Why would you want to give up your top superstar for nothing when he is the one that wants to go away? Even though he took a contract, he signed an extension for a lot of money. So the leverage, absolutely, it's all on the Trailblazers side. The leverage has to be, it's all on the Trailblazers side. Damian can request all he wants. He may end up in a different team, whether he likes it or not. And of course, he's going to get ugly. He says he's going to sit, blah, blah. So at this point, you want to make sure he goes to where he wants to go in order to you get the trade and you don't lose out on Dame Lillard. Dame may sit out the year. There's a bunch of options. I don't think he's going to do that. He's not that stupid. However, why give up for nothing, right? He is your best player, your franchise player. Absolutely. Absolutely. The fact that there's a lot of talk of 3 first-round picks, that's a lot, man. That's a lot to be dealt with here. Remember, the Blazers went out there and during free agency, they retained Jeremy Grant, who he signs for a ton of money, Matisse Thybulle. They were both, again, introduced Monday. Now, these are not pieces that are they were going to resign them anyway, whether Dame Lillard is here or not. I mean, you have individuals like Anthony Simmons. They drafted a nice, good player in Scoot Henderson and Sharp. Now, these are all players that maybe are not ready to win now, but they're players that you could evolve with and keep adding to the piece. I know that they did not do everything in free agent they really wanted to get done, that they hoped. However, the effort is being put there to create a winning team. I'm sorry, for Dame Lillard, whether it's not going to be this year, their team is not going to win this year, but they are building for the future. And I don't feel, and honestly, Dame just wants to win now. So it's just there's not the pieces out there they could have gone after to build a right now win team. They're not. They're a team that probably could finish 8th in the Western Conference, in the Western Conference as it stands right now. So therefore, I think the approach the Blazers are taking is the right approach. I am not. Look, I'm one of those people that I side with the players, but when you sign a contract and you take an extension and I know you want to win now, but you should have never signed that extension, right? If you really wanted to be out. But signing the extension also kind of gives you some security. However, it's got to be hard to get out. And shout out to the Blazers. They're actually standing by their guns. Damn! Yeah, man, it's gotta get saucy. It's gonna get very, very saucy here soon with the Blazers and Damian Lillard. Absolutely, man. It's gonna get nice and saucy. Before I move on to the next topic, which is my reaction and my takeaways from number 1 pick Victor Wembanyama. Again, I have a hard time pronouncing this kid's name. Let me try it again. Wemby is what everybody knows him by, but it's Victor Wembanyama. There we go. Wembanyama. That's what it is, man. It's a long ass freaking name, man. Oh man. So I'm gonna give you my take and my reaction of what I saw through 2 games. He's been shut down for the rest of the summer league. I don't blame him. But let me give you my take and my reaction. What I think of this kid. I mean, are they right? Are the not the critics but the experts right that this kid is a generational talent? Well, you're gonna hear from me. But first, let me give you a word from our sponsors, Bet US. All right. Before we move on to the next topic.
I've been to 56 straight home games.
I've tailgated 61 times.
I've been to 31 practices.
I've collected 17 autographs.
I've had 27 beers spilt on me. Make that 28.
I've got one sports book.
I've got one sports book.
I've got one sports book.
BetUS.com.
Sign up at BetUS and get a massive 125% bonus.
Yep. Check out the link will be in the description. Check out my use my discount link that I'm going to post on the comments, not in the comments, on the description for 125% sign up bonus up to $2,500, bro. You got that's a really good deal. Follow me on Twitter as well, as I am like on the green for last month. I am on the green giving you parlays and picks every single day for free, man. So go ahead and check me out. Tell me and, use my code and win some money. Check out bet.us, the sports book, to be a part of where the game begins. All right, Victor Wembanyama, baby. He, through 2 games, our guy has, I like what I've seen. I like what I've seen so far, but there's a lot of things going on. The best game so far. Let's get the obvious out the way. We know this game right here. The game 2, 27 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, a barrage of moves and beautiful things, shiny objects to look at. Right, the guy looks good on the floor. This kid is unbelievable. 7'5". What, it's like an 8-foot wingspan, 83 inches. Insane, right? This guy. When I saw him dribble the basketball from one side of the court to the other, he's so big and so long, but he could just dribble so low to the ground, man. He looks like he's running drills out there. So show a very high ceiling and skill set, very diverse of something that we probably never seen to that capacity. We've seen other big players, right? I see a little bit of Kristaps Porzingis. This guy's definitely more athletic, but similarities, the outside shot, they both can get up. They move really well up and down the court. The blocking ability because they have long arms and stuff like that. I see that. Yes, a lot of the same, brittleness that Kristaps Porzingis had starting of his career. Yeah, I don't. The KD thing is a little different because KD is a natural. I think they say he's 7 foot, but I think he's more like 6'11". But KD was a shooter. You know what I mean? Coming out of Texas. Don't get me wrong. This kid physical aspect makes KD look like freaking the Ultimate Warrior. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, he's not KD as skinny as he was. Looked a little more physical, intimidating than Mr. Wembanyama, than Wemby. I mean, he makes KD, like I said, look like the freaking Ultimate Warrior physique wise. But yeah, there's a lot of good things that we saw. I'm gonna give you my reaction of what I think through 2 games, which is not a large sample size. If you look, the first game he really struggled. Didn't play a lot. Had like 10 points, 2 for 13 from the field, turnovers. I know he just recently just got in, just came in. I think they practiced for like 1 day, did not have like, everything down. He said he was, even in the post game reaction after game 1, he said that he had no clue what the hell he was doing out there. All right, in game 1, and he said he's going to do a lot better. Game 2, we saw what the potential has for this kid. And look, 27 points, 12 rebounds. I really like what he showed, and I'm giving you all the positives first because then I'm going to go ham on what I think. There's a lot of negatives that there's something that's gonna. He's a project. There's no doubt about it. Not like the Kembe Mutombo project, all right, or Othello Harrington project. This is kind of like this kid's not gonna blow you out the water like LeBron James and Luka Doncic, all like out of in the first year. Anyway, what I really liked from the game that he played well, which is game 2, 27 points, 12 rebounds, 2 for 4 from 3-point, 9 for 14 from the field, had himself a steal, 3 blocks. He's going to turn the ball over because he's a pretty big guy, and they got to force him. So I saw that. I mean, look, step back, take a look at some of the highlights. Obviously, I like the ability. Like if you see here, him handling the ball, that's a nice pull up. Has a beautiful release. Athletic. You see, he tipped that back to himself. Uh, he's going to rebound, and he's looking, took it up strong. Again, we're going to touch on that. Good footwork, nice little turnaround. Here we go with a little hook shot. These are all great things. And look, I mean, he has a sweet touch because he has a good release. Great release, great jump shot. And he's going to block because he's long. You know what I mean? Now, that was a very short individual. And then look, I like the 3-point look. Look at the release. Look, step back, really good release. Through his fingers, the guy can ball. He could ball. Look, he has some really good skills. Like the footwork, like the way he runs up and down the court. Love his shooting motion. Love his touch. All right. These are all great things that this kid has. Now, through 2 games in the Summer League, we need to understand that this kid is playing against a bunch of G Leaguers that are not going to make an NBA roster. All right. Most likely, like 80% of anybody that's playing in the Summer League right now, it's not going to be on an NBA roster. And the ones that are going to be starting or playing large minutes are probably the lottery picks. And then everybody else, second-year players that they want to see evolve and probably going to have some good minutes, but they're not starters or superstars or even all-stars or, anybody that's going to score 15. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. He's playing against a bunch of cab drivers right now. Okay, guys? No insult to cab drivers or dishwashers, but he's not playing against top competition. He's not playing against the top physical challenges or physical frames in the game. All right. He's not going against Embiid at center. He's not going against Robert Williams. He's not going against the Jokic. All right. Jokic is going to bust him down low. All right. He's not going against DeAndre Ayton, who's strong. All right. Cat. There's a lot of players that he's not going against that are superior than he is physically. So let's get that out there straight right now. Let's not BS. So the sample size is against mediocre, maybe below mediocre competition, stuff that he probably saw when he played in France and, whatever G League he just came from. All right. So I understand why the Spurs are going to shut him down after 2 games. Remember Chet Holmgren last year, number 2 pick? He went down in Summer League, and he is similar frame as Wembanyama, right? Skinny. He's not 7'3" or 7'5". He's like 7'1" or 7'2". But if you look at it, similar game. Both guys are, skinny, lanky. They run up and down. They can shoot the outside shot. They block shots. They dunk and stuff. They're strong, but they're not, they're skinny, but they're brittle. See, his physique, Wembanyama's physique is very, very skinny, and we don't know how his body is gonna, put up with the stronger and muscular men. Remember, he's only 19. He's gonna go against men right now who weigh 250, 275, pure muscle. All right. And the opportunity for injury is very, very highly and likely. Not because he's going to be a clumsy individual, is because when he's playing at full game speed with grown men, superstars, pros here, shit gets real. And honestly, historically, same body type, Chet Holmgren didn't play last year in the NBA in the regular season. Played 2 to 3 games in the. He was impressing a lot of people, doing the same thing. Hey, actually handling the ball from the top, pull up jump shots. Wow, look at this 272 guy. Same thing. We're not seeing anything different here. However, he gets injured, he's out for the season. That's why he's out in 2 games. I mean, that's the huge risk factor here. I mean, Kristaps Porzingis hasn't played more than what? I think last year was his best year. He played 72 games, but before that with the Mavs and the Knicks, and even the first year with the Knicks, he was having a great year, man. Probably rookie of the year candidate, and he didn't finish the season. Second year, and then after that, he barely played season 2. Had a good year 3, gets traded. All right, that kind of. I mean, he got traded actually when he was injured. I mean, with Dallas was not consistent, average 50 games a season, and he's actually bigger frame-wise. So I am just giving you examples of similar frames, similar bodies that haven't last because it's just the way it is, man. It's human nature. All right. Zion Williams has a problem that maybe he's too heavy for his body. This guy is just too brittle for his, I guess, his length, his arms, his limbs, right? So that's my biggest fear. It was a good job that they shut him down after 2 games. I don't disagree with that. Pop made a great decision. They saw what he could do. It is possible with the trainers the NBA has today at each team. They invest a lot of money. And I think this kid can put during the offseason through workouts. I think he could put on 20 pounds of muscle. It's not impossible. And that's without taking roids, all right? Without taking any performance enhancing, substance, okay? No, without any PEDs, okay, guys? Come on. It's without that. You could put 20 pounds with the right diet and the right workout on a regular basis. These guys got traders they get paid a ton of money. And you got the latest freaking vitamins and shit like that. It's absolutely to do it legit, all right? It's absolutely possible to do it legit. And I think that's what they want to do. They want to make sure this kid has at least 20 more pounds of muscle by the beginning of the season. So like that, they could extend his first season. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I like what I see, right? However, this kid, like I mentioned earlier, as much as it's been, been taught and been praised and hyped to be a generational talent, I honestly think he is more over year 2 to year 3 blowout guy. Meaning that's when I think he's going to excel and show what he could really, really do. I think year 1 is a lot of experimenting, him getting used to the physicality of the game just because of the way he is. Obviously, he's going to have some good games because he has a skill set that at 7'5", I don't think I've ever seen. The skill set is absolutely rare, right? I mean, a mixture of, Kevin Durant's outside shot. I see a little bit of Kristaps Porzingis, I see a little bit of Chet Holmgren, right? That kind of, but he's definitely a unicorn on his own. But look, just the fact that people think this guy's going to do what Luka did, 24 points a game, or what, LeBron James did in his rookie year, or, some other player, or Kevin Durant did his rookie year. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see that. I honestly see if he scores 17 or 18 a game, all right, you're going to get, 17, 18, 7 boards, 9 boards, 2 block shots. That's a positive first year. I think that's really, really his speed right now. But you're not going to see that what they claim that he is the next big thing. Not clowning, not knocking this kid down, like his skill set. And also, if you get 50 games out of him this year, that will be a huge accomplishment for him, and that'll be a bonus for the Spurs.
Oh, balls.
I said it. I'm not hating on the guy. I mean, look, let me show you this video again. This guy can ball, all right? Let's take a look at his skills. This guy can absolutely ball. Look at this. Crossover, 7'5", pull-up jump shot, water. Look at this. Tip to himself. He's so long. That's not going to be. It's not going to happen often in the when he plays against bigger guys. This right here, good take, but all those guys right there, man, they're a bunch of scrubs. All right here, great footwork like that. Look at it. He goes back to his pivot foot. Had the length to make that shot. Beautiful, beautiful fadeaway. But dude, it's gonna be hard. People are gonna bang him out of the damn. He'll be doing this a lot. They gotta get him out of the paint. He'll be able to do a lot of blocking. And you know what? He's gonna hit threes because he will be wide open. He will be wide open and do that often. Now, I see him playing at the 4. Okay, you have to play Wembanyama at the 4. You can't play this kid at the 5. He's going to get murdered. He's going to get killed. And even at the 4, he's going to get banged around. But he has to play at power forward. How we even entertain his ass at a small forward, okay? Just because of, I know he's tall, but all the skill sets, the ability to handle the ball, the sweet and soft shooting touch, the ability to shoot the basketball. He could take it to the rack. I would actually do some changes and kind of find out mismatches of that nature. Can't play him at the center position because he's got to get freaking killed. He would get murdered. He would get completely annihilated by any center in the NBA. All right, even Jacob Portal, baby. Even that scrub is got to go ahead and pound him down. All right, if he has to defend him. I wouldn't have report there. I'm sorry. But look, like the skill set, might have mentioned that again. Love the skill set for Wembanyama. All right. But to me, he's not a project like, okay, he's going to take 5 years to develop this guy, right? No, I think he's a project in the sense of everybody's expecting 25 a game. All right. 25 and 10. I don't see that. He's not strong enough. He has a skill to get that. I think I see 25 a game year 2. maybe year 3. Actually, more like year 3. I think year 1 and 2 is gradual improvement. I'm telling you, if we get 17 or 18 a game from him this season and 50 games, he's a rookie of the year. And you'd be like, holy crap, man. Yeah, this kid's definitely going to be the truth. But I don't see that. This is a 2-year get to that point where he's going to be a consistent superstar. I don't know if he's the next coming of LeBron James. I don't think so. I hate to say that. I don't think he's the next coming of Kevin Durant. No. He is a individual who's at 7'5" with a wingspan of like 83 inches. It's a freak of nature. And he's got to do some really, really cool things. It's great. I mean, just show you some highlights of game 2. And he did a lot of nice stuff offensively, right? He could even get up there and block. He blocked it like 3 times. However, it's a little different when you're playing against frontline players, real starters who are bigger, stronger. It's going to be a learning. It's going to take him a year, all right? His body needs to be adjusted. Got to put some meat on those bones, some muscle, and we'll see what we have. Generational talent, I don't know about that yet. But he's going to be nice to watch. He's going to be a joy to watch because you're going to see stuff that he's going to do that's going to, oh, wow, look at that. That's a 7'5" guy. Taking the ball, crossing a guard over. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. You'll see that kind of stuff. If you put a bigger guy on him, not in the post, he's going to have a hard time posting him up. But out on top, he can take him off the dribble, score and one. He's going to get to the line. I think he gets to the line a lot because of his skill set and his athleticism. So there you go, man. Hey, listen, I think the kid is going to be a superstar in this league, not as fast or as soon as everybody is hoping to. All right. That's right. I said it. Hate me if you want to. It's going to take him a couple of years before he enters superstar status. Let's hold our horses. He's a hell of a player, but he is a little bit of a project. There's a lot of things going on that he needs to get bigger and stronger on. But future is bright for San Antonio. I mean, they gave Greg Popovich $80 million in a 5-year extension because they believe in this kid that much. All right. They believe in this kid and they want Popovich to be there because they also feel, honestly, if you gave Popovich, who's old as hell, who's the president of operations, who should be retired right now, all that money so he could stick around and help develop this individual here, they feel that in 5 years, maybe they'll be successful enough where they're going to have that consistency and have the right players around this kid. That's what I also took by giving Popovich another 5 years, $80 million. That's a lot of freaking money for a head coach, man. $80 million for 5 years. I know Popovich is the GOAT. He's in Belichick status kind of stuff. But, man, that's a lot of money for a head coach. But they believe that Popovich can be the guy. He struck lightning in a bottle with whatchamacallit, with Tim Duncan. They feel that this kid can provide that same type of security and success for the team. We'll see. I see him 2 years away from any superstardom. I think that's where I see the project type for Mr. Wembanyama. No knock on him. Love the kid. Love his skill set, but he's not there yet, and it's got to take him a while. That's all I got for you today. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Thank you very much for watching and listening. The summertime is a little bit slow time, so I may not be able to live stream every week, but still, check me out. Follow me on Twitter. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel because, again, I put a lot of other content. Oh, and also TikTok. Check me out on TikTok. I do a lot of sports content, whether it's some quick takes. I put a lot of videos, also some edits in there, which is related to headlines. So I'm telling you, there's a lot of content I'm pumping out. So because I'm not streaming, that doesn't mean I'm not doing sports content, man. Again, your best place, start on Twitter, go to YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, go to TikTok, hit the link tree on the bio because you're going to find out all the locations where you can listen to this or watch or even get more of my content. Thank you again, everybody, for watching and listening. This is your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast. Signing out, y'all. Peace.
Yo!